to welcome everyone for our City Council meeting for February 12th, 2013, and I'd like to call the meeting to order. And we'll start with a roll call.
Honorable Mayor Fouch.
Present.
Honorable Vice Mayor Adams.
Present.
Honorable Councilman Dyer.
Present.
Honorable Councilwoman Norris.
Present.
Honorable Councilwoman Green.
Present.
Thank you.
And we'll ask Chief Elders to lead us in our invocation and pledge allegiance. Yeah, if I can keep my bell hanging up my chair.
Oh Lord, as we gather here tonight to conduct city business, we ask for your guidance and direction, Lord, and we ask that you continue to bless the city, keep our citizens safe, and Lord, keep our employees safe. We ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 1, consider approval of the agenda as presented.
Make a motion. Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? The motion carries. Number 2, consider approval of the minutes of council meeting January 8th, 2013.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion and second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Under new business, consider approval of a contract change order in the amount of $746.72 regarding contract number 112 Buck Mountain water tank repainting. And Mr. Jones, would you like to speak to that?
Yes, this change order will be for a water tank hatch on the Buck Mountain water tank that wasn't in the bid first. When they got up on top of the tank, they had to do some cutting on the tank. So when they did that, the engineer said, well, you know, you've got to have this, so we need to go ahead and put it in. So we went ahead and did it.
Okay.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion made and second to approve the change order. And all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? The motion carries. Consider approval of the proposed contract with AEI for the design of the new fire hall in the amount of $39,835. That's a fire hall addition, I guess I should say. Chief Elder, do you have any information on that?
Nothing that we discussed last night, just be the potential fees for the drawings and get set up for the preparation for the construction of the addition to the city hall.
The fire hall.
The fire hall, excuse me, fire hall.
And I did talk to Dan Sherify, and this is not a percentage-based contract. It's based on hours worked that they're estimating. And it's a little higher on an add-on than it would be on a straight building by the hour, but it's not linked to the total project cost bid. So I would move approval.
I'll second.
Motion and second. All in favor say aye. 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 All opposed, no. That motion carries. Number 3, consider approval to advertise and accept bids on paving of the following streets: McCauley, Bowman, Gresham, Circle, Davis, and Epperson. Victor, anything you'd like to say about that?
Yeah, we're just getting ready for summer. We want to get the bids out so we can go ahead and start as soon as the weather breaks.
And we prioritize the streets around, and these are the ones that need the most attention.
I make a motion.
I'll second that.
Motion and second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries. Number 4, consider approval to advertise and accept bids on the window treatments for the new city hall. This is basically a blinds, I assume. Is that all? Anything you want to say about that?
It's the blinds. We're just going to put it out. They can come forward with the different types of blinds that they would maybe present to the city hall, basically looking at energy efficient for both our heating and cooling. I know we've heard a little bit about they're like the black mesh you see in restaurants and the Y and different locations like that, but basically we're just going to open up for bids, let different people that handle blinds come in and present to us.
Okay, and this will include installation, I see.
Yes, it will. Mhm.
Okay.
I'll make a motion.
I'll
I'll
second.
second.
Motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That motion carries. Number 5, it says, consider approval to continue service with Frontier Communications for the new City Hall, and this will involve installation of a new system.
Correct.
So tell us about how we've come up with this group here.
Basically, we're just carrying forward the services we have at City Hall now. We're asking for 10 lines into City Hall. That's 2 police, 2 administration, 2 fax lines. Those 6 lines we currently already have. We have to have dedicated lines going to the elevator and fire, which have to be strictly to
alarms
the
for the fire.
dedicated. Yes.
And we did
Fire,
entertain
1 elevator.
other proposals, and this was the
Yes, we
apparent
did.
low proposal.
We opened it to all of the phone companies that service this area, which were Charter, Twin Lakes, and Frontier. Both Twin Lakes and Frontier brought in proposals. We had an open meeting with the services companies. They brought us information. We discussed it. They came back with proposals based on the services. Charter did not come through with anything, so the 2 brought their information in. Frontier held compatible to what we currently have.
And I guess we need to approve that proposal that they presented, so, in
I'll
this.
make a motion to approve. I'll
Second.
second
All in favor, say aye.
it. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 6, consider approval of a contract change order in the amount of $2,080.78 to install additional electronic strikes and magnetic locks at the new City Hall. My understanding, these are 2 doors and a required fire release magnetic lock at the new City Hall that weren't in the original estimate, the upstairs doors to be electronically locked and secured. I'd move approval.
I'll second it.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Nominate and appoint a new board member to Rails and Trails as Mr. Benson's terms expired. And we have a volunteer, Mr. Leon Fletcher. So I'd place his name into nomination.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Mr. Fletcher's appointed. He here? He's not here, is he?
He's sick.
He's sick, well. Number 6, nominate and reestablish the Algood Beer Board. We've had an application request, and that board has not been
Number 8.
active for a couple of years.
Number 8.
Pardon me?
8.
8, I'm sorry. Number 8, yeah. So we've got our council members have brought us folks who have volunteered or asked to serve, and those members that the list I have is Bill Benson, Kathy Finley, Lisa Eldridge, Rita Sardo, and Keith Morrison, those all being residents of Algood. So I would move approval of this list of members.
I'll second it.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Before we get to the city administrator's report, I'd like to speak a little bit about our new city administrator interview process. We met as a council. There was a big stack of applications, met as a group, went through and looked individually at resumes and applications. It was brought to the attention of Mr. Dunaway that we may be in potential violation of an open meetings. To remedy that, what we've done is we've divided those and given everybody their own individual copies of those applications, let them screen them at home individually, and then present those candidates to be interviewed. So in essence, it has taken one council member to interview, to place an applicant's application and nomination to interview, and if nobody asked that candidate to be interviewed, it's basically 5 to say no. So we have done that, and we interviewed our first candidate last night. There will be advertised, and it's already been posted, a work session Friday starting at 4:30 to interview the additional candidates. That is an open meeting and the public's welcome to attend. You want to speak to that at all, or is that? All right. And Chief Eldridge.
Okay, Mayor and Council, don't have a lot to report tonight. We are excited about the new municipal building. It's getting down to the wire. We're probably looking at 40 to 60 days, and we'll be moving in. Everything's going well. They're finishing up on some last-minute touches, but everything is moving forward with that. As you had a report from Mr. Jones, Public Works Director, he's fixing to gear up on street paving. These are our worst streets that we've found, prioritized them, and he's going to kick that off and get aggressive with that, along with the sidewalk projects. We decided that the city is going to do the majority of that work, the framing, the prep and the framing, and possibly even some of the paving. And I think Mr. Jones's staff can do that, and we're hoping to save some money by doing it ourselves and helping the community out. So we're going to get aggressive with those two items as soon as the weather breaks and we can get started on that. All the departments are running on schedule and running smooth. All departments are under budget. They've expended about 54 to 58% of their annual budget, and everything is running well. City Recorder Larson, do you have anything to bring before the council tonight?
I do not. Thank you.
Victor Jones, Public Works, do you have anything? Chief Bilbrey, Fire Department, do you have anything, sir? No, sir. Mayor Fouch, that concludes my report for tonight.
Thank you, Chief. And item number 8 here on the Roman numerals, hearing of citizens or delegations. Any members of the public would like to address the council, please step forward. We'll ask that you limit to 3 minutes, and
Hello, Pam Villavazzo, Algood Citizens Action Committee. Really glad to hear about McCauley in particular, because that street's just awful. Is there any talk about widening it any, though, because it's kind of dangerous?
On McCauley, we're looking at, I'm going to try to get at least 2 foot on each side.
Oh, that would really help.
There's some places that I won't be able to get it because of concrete driveways, but in a lot of, like when you go down the hill and up, I'm going to be able to get it, I'm going to get it about 4 foot right now.
Yeah, because it's almost impossible for 2 cars to pass each other on that
When
road.
the school buses go up in their car, then they have to stop at the bottom of the hill. So I'm going to try to get that in there, so that could kind of work out a bit better.
Now, and to complicate things, there's a sightline problem there.
Exactly.
Excuse me. I was wondering if we had heard anything back from the Attorney General on the legality.
you may, but this is not a question and answer session. It's a public comment session, so.
The short answer is no, but I have been in communication with them as recently as today.
Okay. Are you going to let everybody know when you do hear something?
When the Attorney General issues an opinion, we'll do that.
Okay, great. The other thing that we have concerns about are basically policies to keep the city from getting sued. I think that the city needs to be proactive on some things. There are some lawsuits that I've heard may be pending at this time or are in development. A policy for grievances. You know, since this isn't a question and answer session, there has to be some avenue for citizens to have redress on policies that they disagree with. And right now, there's no policy for handling grievances. And I'm going to wrap this up because I know I'm running low on my 3 minutes. But the racial profiling policy that we mentioned before, and an affirmative action policy as far as the hiring for the city. That's all.
Anybody else like to address the council? And remember, that microphone is not very sensitive, so hold it closer than you think you need to. We need it. Yes, ma'am, we're recording, so if you will, please get it right up close.
My name is Rita Sardo. I live here in Algood. I have a question about the paving. You're talking about the paving going around the new city hall. There's that old pavement that was there that's kind of rough, needs to be repaired too. and I know you got that on your agenda probably. I was trying to get out the other day in the traffic, and are we going to put something up there that a light or a caution light for people close to school time to stop and go, or however?
There's some traffic control consideration we haven't decided, but
Yeah, and I would like to say that building is beautiful. Everybody's done a wonderful job over there. It's so pretty. Coming down from, I call it the Cookville, the Algood Manor, and coming up and just looking at that building is gorgeous. It's beautiful. I'm proud of everybody here. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Medley? Yeah, you can say right there, Bill, if you'd like. Let's get you the microphone.
Thank you. I want to bring a thing before the council that is a danger in traffic. I live up on the corner of 3rd and Virginia, and at the end of my house on Virginia, there is an extremely deep ditch. If a tile could be run from the crossing where I go into the garage down to there, to the pipe going underneath, and that be filled in, then I could keep it mowed and keep it in good shape. As it is, I cannot get down in that ditch to keep it mowed. And the mayor told me a day or two ago that, in fact, I've been told that they would do something for it if I would buy the pipe, but that was on private property. The property I'm talking about is not private. It belongs to the city because the property line is approximately 4 feet back from the inside edge of that ditch. There has been 2 vehicles that I know of in the 10 years that I've been there that have had problems there. One boy just dropped a front wheel off in there. His buddy come by and hooked a chain to it and pulled it out. About 4 weeks ago, someone tried to turn off of Virginia onto 3rd, and you can go up there yet and see where he drug across that corner. It is a dangerous condition, and I appreciate your consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Medley. Bill Medley.
I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself.
I introduced you. Anybody else like to address the council? Any members of the council would like to address the public? There being no further business, I would move adjournment.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. We stand adjourned.